I'm Pat Wilds, Director of the Government Law Center at Albany Law School.
Hi, I'm Chell Miller. I'm the Program Director in the Government Law Center at Albany Law School. We are located just steps away from New York's Capitol.
We have countless opportunities for students to get involved in government and to learn about the public sector, but don't just take our word for it.
My name is Emily Bello. I am a recent graduate of Albany Law and a graduating fellow of the GLC Fellowship.
My name is Liz Dion.
My name is Rosalie Desir.
I'm Andrew Jensen.
My name is Gabriel Geralt.
And I am a Government Law Fellow.
My name is Michael Palopoulos. I'm in the class of 2026 and I'm a research assistant for the Government Law Center.
My name is Genevieve. I'm a research assistant at the Government Law Center. I'm going into my second year at Albany Law.
I wanted to partake in a program that would specifically prepare me to practice law and apply what I've learned in law school in legislation and policy.
I worked for the Assembly and the Senate before coming to law school, and I loved that Albany Law is actually the #1 in the nation for government careers, so it's definitely something I had my eye on.
Albany Law School has such a great connection to government.
I think one of the insights that I got from the GLC Fellowship is that you can work in any branch of government, but it's all connected. And so sometimes when you sit down with other fellows, whether it's through the weekly meetings or you're kind of just listening to somebody else's experience, you really understand how it all comes together.
I think ultimately, no matter what kind of law you practice, you encounter government. And government is not something separate. It is very, very involved. And especially if you plan on working in Albany.
I knew I wanted to help people, and I actually got a chance to talk to Chell, and Chell was like, come to the GLC and we'll help and we'll talk through it, and they showed me that there are different ways to do that through the state.
The government budget for the state of New York is something like the 11th or 12th biggest government budget in the world. And the capital for that state government is right next door. So Albany Law School is plugged into the court system, the legislature, the executive branch. I was able to secure an internship with the state comptroller's office, which is an independent and one of the stronger comptrollers in the United States.
As you're learning about these things, you're watching it happen, and it gives you a very different perspective, especially as a student and as someone who is looking to work in the government.
I knew right away, as soon as I heard of the program, that I was going to be interested in applying, because I think as an older student, I have a little experience and I knew what I was drawn to as far as that kind of law, but I didn't know whether it was going to be government in education or government in labor or government in health. And this program really gives you the opportunity to explore all of those different kinds.
The Government Law Center at Albany Law School is actually a big differentiator from other law schools that I was looking at, in that it focuses on a lot of practical experience, exposure, and networking.
If I had to sum up my experience with the GLC Fellowship in a word or a phrase, I might pick 3 words. And I think that they would be service, community, and networking. And I think that you really have a very important and deliberate balance between all 3 of those.
The opportunities that you have in Albany and at Albany Law School really set it apart from really any other legal education you can get in either New York or the greater New England area.
It is an unending opportunity to learn more about how the state works.
I had the opportunity of writing an explainer about the HALT Act and the Solitary Confinement Act in New York, and just things about the prison industrial system that we have in New York. That's been really interesting.
Every single piece of legislation, every single subject that you could possibly be interested in is within the scope of the Government Law Center.